everyone at YouTube.com? This is Legend Found here. I'm back to you guys once again, still rocking this small little cold, but I just had to bring you guys this news. The PBE update for Ashe, and for those guys who don't know, the public beta environment update for Ashe has come out. And Ashe's been quite surprising. Now here I'm actually playing a little bit of the early access in the PBE, just to show you guys a little bit of what her kit is now about, and just give you guys a little bit of the skills overview, as well as an insight into the early damage you guys just saw of a relatively early game build, Ashe build. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. First thing we have is her passive. Now this is actually quite interesting. So essentially, if you guys remember her Q from before, that was like an activatable skill that allowed you to apply a slow to your basic attacks. Essentially now, they've removed that Q for a passive slow to all of her basic attacks. Like, permanently, like, just straight up. All the time. And that's like crazy. So as you level up, this actually also gets stronger, as you saw that it was just 11 a moment ago. And then the other thing is they've also removed the other part of the passive. No, they've also kind of advanced the passive a little bit. So essentially right here, basic attacks are always critically strikes targets with Frost Shot. So essentially after a basic attack, or using your volley ability, or your enchanted crystal area ability, opponents will be Frost Shot, which is from basic attacks, and those are the two abilities I just mentioned. And then your moves on that opponent, jungle monster, minion, or any enemy champion, permanently critically strikes. 100% chance. But here's the difference. It's kind of like Yasuo in the fact that the crits do not do as much until you've built up critical strike. So instead of critical strike increasing your critical strike chance, which is already 100% just based off the champion, this now instead increases how much damage your crits do. So like right here, we can see that after I hit so like if I W right here, that instantly frosts them, and you can see that I'm getting the crits. And you can see that also stop applying. Okay, so that is the first part, that is the passive. Stupid AI. Okay, that's about it for the passive. So right here, I'm actually building into the Infinity Edge because people were a little bit confused about this. Right here, where it's the critical strikes deal 250% damage instead of 200%. I'm not entirely sure what that will do, but I will come back to you guys in a moment after I've gone through all these abilities, and I'm going to pause the footage, and I'm going to go ahead and advance myself a little bit, and then I will come back and show you guys exactly the effect that will have on Ashe. Alright, now that we've finished up the passive, it's time to move into the Q. Essentially, the Q, so we have the passive, applying Frost Shock, grants 4 focus, and stacking 5 times. Well, essentially, your basic attacks grant the Frost Shot, which is your passive, which is the slow. So, we already knew everything about that. Ooh, crap, crap, wrong ability. Oh, no, what is going? Never mind. Look at that. That passive slow is really good. Now, granted, it is the AI, so it is only so good, but I'll make sure to bring you guys some actual gameplay. Okay, I'm back into the queue. So, you can see that right here, once this ability comes off cooldown, you can see this stacking Ranger's Focus right here. And once this, it doesn't matter what value it is before 5, it's essentially the only times it matters once you have it initially, and then once you hit 5. So, you consume all the focus to gain, now this is an upgraded ability, it starts out at 20, so you gain 20 attack speed, and increase Frost Shot slow by 20%. This also goes up, so, that's really good. So you increase your slow by activating the Q, and if 5 stacks are consumed, which means if you already have 5, then you increase... Oh, that was dumb. Okay, anyway, so, if you consume all 5 stacks, Ashe's basic attacks fire a flurry of arrows, resulting in 166 physical damage per attack for the duration. You can see right here that my basic attacks will do 123 right now. So that is actually more, and here we go, we have the Infinity Edge, so we'll check that in a moment. Yeah, so that's it, and I really love the animation of this. I'll show you guys on a jungle camp right over here once I get myself going. Alright, well, you guys will see that once I get to the jungle camp, but until then, without further ado, we hit the W. The W is the volley. This is one of the few abilities that has stayed the same with Ashe, like, pretty much exactly the same. The only thing that is different, when we use the volley ability, you can notice that there's a lot more arrows that shoot out, but this time, enemies can block multiple arrows from the volley, but only take damage from the first one that hits them. So three of them may hit their hitbox, but they only take damage for one. So that's just more of them, easier to hit. Other than that, so right here, we're going to go ahead and pick up our 5 stacks right here. You can see the damage that we're already doing. We've activated our Q. Right here, you can see that we fire multiple shots off. And it's allowing us to stack on more slow and more damage. It's looking great. Alright, we'll go ahead and jump back into the passive right here. We can see plus 30. That is because right here, we have the plus 20% crit strike chance. And I don't know where the other 10 is coming from. Okay, I assume from that item, then, no, Jarvan's dead. Right there. No, and I just love that animation right there. That animation looks very pretty. Alright, so from that aside, it appears that this, 250% does not apply to Ashe. It instead just boosted by another 10%. We can also see right here that my basic attacks, my spells and basic attacks, are slowing targets by 43% passively. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. Alright, other than that, we have the Hawk Shot right here. Reveals terrain as it flies. This can now charge up to 2 instead of having a lower cooldown like it did before. So it's a pretty high cooldown right here with 85 seconds to same recharge. But it also has a global range. So let's say you're early in the game. You start out Hawk Shot. Oh, let's see where the Emily Jungler is starting. So you just send off your little bird, and it can go all the way across the map. You can just see it go, and that is absurd. That is absolutely absurd. You can literally scout anywhere on the map. You can keep yourself safe. You can scan for an opponent. You can help your ally. Just think of the esports implication that this ability will have. You can see that Jarvan can't even catch me. Like, this is so retarded. And, yeah, we'll splash, and then he can't catch us, and he's dead. Now, once again, the outplay potential is quite a bit greater against AI, but you get the point. Anyway, we can see that our crits are already beginning to do more damage. You can essentially stack crits, and even your runes will add to this, and this will allow you to hit above 200% crit chance just on your own, as well as your basic attack, your Frost Strike. You could mix this up with the Frozen Mallet, right, not the Frozen Mallet. Right here, 30% slow for range attack. You could literally stack this up with this before, and you would be untouchable. And it is amazing to just think about the outplay potential. I'm dead. It's just amazing to think about the outplay potential here. Right here, we have the Enchanted Crystal Hammer. This one is actually exactly the same. It still scales with AP. The arrow flies longer, stun up to 35 seconds, except surrounding enemies take 50% damage. So, you know, it's a little bit of an AoE thing now. Let's go ahead and pick up a little bit more crit strike. We're actually just about finished here. I didn't even have to pause the footage to get our Infinity Edge because we just happened to get it all the way. That's about it, guys. I mean, like everything else, our abilities now effectively scale with AD more, because I believe that the W had partially scaled with AP as well, allowing for some people to do some kind of weird AP Ashe thing. But yeah, that's it. And this pretty much concludes the Ashe PBE update. Now, in the event that her kit in the event that her kits get changed, once again, I will be definitely updating you guys with some more footage of the new Ashe if it turns out that this kit right here is OP. I could see a few things being nerfed, like 43% automatic basic attack slow is absolutely absurd. Now, I think the rest of her kit's pretty fair. I don't know about the global Hawk Shot. That's let's say it's in the lines. Let's just put it that way. But other than that, that concludes our champion update for Ashe. I cannot wait to see this come to life, and I might actually find myself playing a hell of a lot more AD carry if this is the future of Ashe. I've always liked this champion, and she's really needed a buff. This has been Legend Bound here. Thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and peace out, everybody. Please let me know in the comment section below if you guys want to see more of this PBE champion update action. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out, everybody. Have a good freaking day.